Hello, we're back at Seven Rivers Talk with, we're watching Wisconsin elections. Our guests are Artis Cerny and Marianne Hansen. And we're talking now about what other issues, besides the issue of this bill, are affecting Wisconsin elections.
Well, I tell you what, we've covered quite a bit, and I just want to recap this a little bit. I just want to remind you again that we started out as novices, and we've come this far to doing a TV show in La Crosse. So we feel like we've made a pretty big impact on the state. We want to encourage people to really try and get involved in this fall's elections by becoming election observers. We've got the manual, we've got a PowerPoint presentation. There's probably going to be training programs offered here, so please come out. One of the things that we feel so strongly about the election observer thing is there are things going on at the polls that shouldn't be going on. There was another case in Oconomowoc where a gentleman lived in Illinois, his residence was there, he voted, but he had a summer home in Oconomowoc and decided, well, I guess I can vote here too. And he was able to quite easily figure out how to vote. I know that... Except he didn't get away with it.
Except there was a volunteer election observer there who the man lived next door to. And she was able to report that this was inappropriate. And actually, he was convicted of this act. So, and be an observer, be a poll worker.
It is a good example of how the ordinary citizen can really help in these situations.
And we've heard other stories about people who get on buses and vote numerous times in Wisconsin and then go across state lines and do more voting. There was a bus that pulled into a voting place in Racine, Wisconsin, and a gentleman got off the bus and saw a friend of my brother-in-law's and said, I want my $40 before I vote. Where's my $40? And he's like, we don't know what you're talking about. There's all kinds of things that you can be watching for. So we definitely would like you to get out there and get involved there and join us at a Government Accountability Board meeting. I think one of the things I forgot to mention was they have a five-year plan. 5-year plan that is going to cost us between $17 and $20 million. So how about helping us watch what the Government Accountability Board is doing and get involved with watching legislation? Now, what is our main goal? Our main goal is to have fair and honest elections. We want everybody that's eligible to vote to vote. That is our main goal. But we see photo ID as the main element of reaching that goal. We want citizens to be able to prove who they are and that they are residents of this state and allowed to vote. And we want you citizens to get involved in the elections. This is your civic duty to get involved. We consider voting a sacred right. And there are people that gave their lives for us to vote. They did their part, and now let's do our part. So thank you.
Very good, and I do want to give you the website if you want more information or if you'd like to talk to these ladies, again, Artis Cerny and Marianne Hansen, who are the co-chairs of We're Watching Wisconsin Elections. It's we'rewatchingwisconsinelections.org. You can look at their website and contact them. They are available for workshops or meetings. If you'd like more information or if you would like them to speak to a group, they're available, I think, for that kind of thing as well. Mm-hmm. Also, I would give you this website, www.uselections.com, for a lot of additional election information. All of the episodes that we've put together through Eagle Initiative on Seven Rivers Talk are available. If you search under Eagle Initiative, you can see these shows on YouTube, and we would invite you, if you didn't see the first episode, to go back and visit that episode as well. Any parting comments? What are your goals? I think you've stated that, fair elections. What are you hoping that a viewer might do as a result of watching our show today?
I'm hoping that a viewer might say to him or herself, you know, they're right. It's written into the law that the citizens run our elections in our local communities. The state administers the elections, but they are conducted in local communities here in Wisconsin. That's a very good place for them to remain. And what I'm telling you about is legislation on a national level that is moving it even further away from our control. away from the state to control at the national level. That is not going to enhance our the fairness, openness, transparency, uniformity, all the things I'm concerned about in protecting our elections. We need to do our part. We need to volunteer to take on these civic responsibilities and be on the inside working at our elections, protecting them, and watching.
And I think everyone's so busy in their lives, we're all very involved, and it's hard to project the cost of not becoming involved. And I think we need to realize that George Soros and some of these individuals, in utilizing their perspective, or if we look into those people further, we'd say that's not a patriotic position of the America that I know and love. And we need to realize that our involvement can make a difference in keeping our ideals.
And Election Day is a long day. The polls open up at 7 and close at 8. But we're asking citizens, if you can't give a whole day, do a split shift. Either do the morning, early half of the day, and then have somebody else. So if you can't give that much time, split it up with someone.
Very good. And the other thing is you do need to register early and have your registration in to help at a lot of these elections, so you can act now to ensure that in future elections you will be available for that.
In Wisconsin, and really in our country, we are blessed with peaceful elections, and we have laws that protect the right of all eligible citizens to vote. Our founders were very wise people and they wanted these United States of America to remain a country. And that's what we're fighting for and working for when you protect your elections process. So.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And next week again, Bob Burrow will be back with Luther High Principal Paul Wickman and gubernatorial candidate Mark Newman to discuss education in Wisconsin. That episode will be the concluding episode of Seven Rivers Talk with Bob Burrow. On behalf of Dr. Bob Burrow, alternate host Ben Keymichael, program assistant Erica Araneta, and myself, we would like to thank the station KQEG for the opportunity to discuss issues like the issues we discussed today. Also to introduce candidates that the issues and candidates that you may not be able to learn about in a traditional TV environment. We've had a great time reaching you, the surrounding community. We'd also like to thank all of our guests that have showed up to be with us. And again, if you'd like to view any of these past episodes, you would be able to do that under the Search Eagle Initiative and on YouTube. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Thank you.